So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Hip Hop Shakespeare Company and about how we've been engaged in reinvigorating a classic brand and looking anew at a rather contemporary brand. The Hip Hop Shakespeare Company is a social business. It's a music theatre production company that specializes in live events, educational programs, and touring music theatre productions. And in the UK, at least, there's a tremendous amount of baggage that surrounds Shakespeare, cultural baggage. Shakespeare has really been used, and people who went to school in the UK can verify this. What's fascinating is in the UK, when you ask young people, or generally people who haven't studied Shakespeare at university level, how people sounded in Shakespeare's time, invariably they'll say they were posh. They spoke what we call the Queen's English. And this is part of what alienates a lot of people, because as I said, that accent has certain social implications. In reality, the manner in which they spoke was more a colloquial speaking accent. Received pronunciation was not invented until about 150 years after Shakespeare died. In the UK, again, the theatre is heavily stratified. Theatre is quite expensive. It doesn't reach as wide an audience as, say, music gigs. So we wanted to take theatre out of the theatre and put it into music venues, which is exactly what we did. We did a touring theatre production version of Richard II, but as a concept album. We kept the parts of the play that we liked, and the rest we rewrote with a band and literally toured it in venues that traditionally would be more for rock bands, and it was actually quite successful. Then we put it back in the theatre, and that was an interesting experiment. We're currently revamping that program. I'm going to leave you for the day with a piece called Comedy, Tragedy, History. It goes like this. That boy you call as a diamond fella. All these little boys are a comedy of errors. You bellow, but you fellows get played like the cello. I'm doing my thing, you're jealous like a fellow. Who you? What you gonna do? Little boys get tamed like the shrew. Your midsummer dreaming, your tunes ain't appealing. I'm Capulet, you're Montague, I ain't feeling. I am the Julius Caesar here, me. The merchant of Venice couldn't sell your CD. As for me, all's well that ends well. These boys like Macbeth, they're going to hell. Measure for measure, I am the best here. Your merry wives of Windsor, not King Lear.